But most guys that have common sense that are worth a damn will not take a promiscuous woman seriously for marriage or any type of serious commitment.
They might smash you.
And
They'll
so,
take you on a
that's it.
date, but
so
they ain't
then
gonna
all
take you
these
serious.
girls on OnlyFans and doing all this sex work and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
would you consider them to be promiscuous or to be not valuable as like a wifey?
All of those women are bad bets for a long-term commitment.
But why? They're just out here trying to get
Can
the
you
bag.
define
Like,
promiscuity real fast? Just
Yeah.
because
And-
being like just define promiscuity.
like
Okay,
why does
whether
what is their
she's-
job to find their
Okay.
value when it comes
Okay,
to that?
whether she's overtly promiscuous, having a lot of sex, or showing her body on the internet to other men through OnlyFans or pornography, whatever it may be, even if she's not having sex with other men,
Yeah.
I probably would not commit to that to that woman seriously. And real talk, we've had porn stars on here as well. Most of them can't keep a boyfriend either.
Yeah.
They'll say they're okay with it in the beginning, but they always tell them you need to stop.
Yeah.
Why? Because men are naturally hardwired to be repulsed by women that are hoes and promiscuous. Why? Shout out to my boy Rolo Tomas. He talks about this all the time. Men want to be able to ensure paternity.
Yeah.
They want to know if you get pregnant and you have a child and I'm on the hook for paying for that child and taking care of you, etc., the kid is fucking mine.
A man's biggest fear, deepest fear, is to be with a woman and the kid is not his.
Yeah, that would be terrible.
So
But
that
can we
is
change
why-
the dialect of versus like repulsive versus like insecure. Can we do that? Or
No,
not insecure
no.
in a way, but like there's because your word wasn't, oh, I'm disgusted by that because she's doing this and that's fucking gross. It's no, I want to ensure that if I take the
Listen,
next steps.
hold on.
Let me
You
finish.
got to get your feelings out of this.
No, and my feelings aren't in it, but I just want to.
because
I just want to make sure.
because you're mad about a word, and I'm here to tell you, no,
I
that's the
just want to
correct
make
word.
sure we're using the correct verbiage because that's
No,
not
that
what
is
you
the correct
explained.
verbiage.
Listen, let me just finish.
Go ahead.
Repulsed means you're disgusted.
Yes.
Now, you didn't describe disgusted when you explained why a man doesn't want to be with a promiscuous woman. You didn't describe repulsive. You didn't describe disgusted. You said it's because he's unsure whether or not what route that's going to lead him to. He is unsure.
Okay.
And so we don't have to even say it's insecurity. It's more of an uncertainty. But it's not repulsiveness. So I think we
It
need
is
to change
repulsiveness.
it.
And I'm gonna-
you didn't
listen.
you didn't describe repulsiveness.
Well, no,
Okay.
yes.
Look, if you let me, I'll tell you right now. You're mad about a word.
I'm not mad.
I'm telling you this.
I'm telling you, verbiage is important. That's all
It
I'm
is,
saying.
and I'm gonna tell you why it's repulsive, despite what you want to say. You don't like the verbiage, but this is the truth. Men are repulsed, and you want to know why they're repulsed? Just like if you eat bitter food, what happens? You want to puke, right? You don't want to eat it, right? But the point is that if you eat something bitter, your innate reaction to men have that same feeling when they deal with women that are promiscuous, because it is disgusting for men to commit to a woman that everyone else has had.
Yeah.
Purity is a very important factor that accounts into a woman's value to a man. I hate to say it like that, guys. I'm telling you what men ain't never going to tell you. You guys want to know how you get a ring on a man and how you get him to commit whatever? He can't think that you're a hoe. Like, that's what it is. Because here's the thing. I've met girls that are strippers, porn stars, etc. They get a boyfriend. The guy's okay with it for a few weeks, a few months, whatever. But the conversation always comes.
They want you to stop.
I want you to stop
Yeah.
this shit. Why?
They
Because
can't-
men have a stomach-turning
Can't handle it.
reaction to a woman giving their goods to another man. It's just the way the world works, guys.
It's
You don't
like-
like it? You don't
yeah.
like
I
repulsed
agree.
or whatever?
I agree. That's why I was trying to
It's-
wait a
but
couple
their
days
stomach-
at least.
their
Because
stomach-
I'm like, yo,
their
I don't want you
stomach
to
turns.
think that I'm just out here like that.
It's like
Let me
in high
finish.
school.
Hold on.
Access
No.
me like
I'm
that.
finishing
Hold
this
on.
shit.
Yeah.
Because they really need to understand this. Like, repulsed. We got to get your feelings out of it. A man is designed, his stomach is going to turn when he sees a girl being a hoe. If a girl's getting a train ran on her, that guy might bang her, but he definitely ain't going to take her serious or commit. Because men understand their reputation matters. They don't want to get laughed at by everyone. And quite frankly, committing to a promiscuous girl makes you look like a clown. It's bad for your rep. Men are hardwired to have their stomach turn at a girl that's a thought.
Yo, you know, in school, right? When you were in school and there was the football team or a basketball team, and you heard the story about this girl got ran through by the whole team. You think a dude wants to wife her up? Hell no.
So can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Did that girl become a stripper or did she become a nurse?
Outlier.
It could be either or.
It's irrelevant.
Because it's not irrelevant. Because the 9 times out of 10, and it's a common theme. We see it on Instagram. 9 times out of 10, a man will a female these females who hold these professions that men idolize or whatever the case is, or that we idolize.
Oh, yeah, we know nurses get down.
Nurses are the worst.
Nurses,
We know that.
They're the
We
worst.
know women in these professions because they don't have the mental thing to say, okay, well, what if I lay down with this man? How is that benefiting me? And that's why I sit here. I'm a dancer or whatever the case is, or I work in the nightlife industry. I probably have least bodies than everybody in this room. But you won't see that from me because of how I look or whatever assumptions that you make about me. But it's like, no, I value myself, and so I hold myself to a certain standard. So if you're saying it's because I dance, that becomes repulsive. Well, a man was attracted to me in the first place, so you weren't repulsed in the first place.
Okay.
So it turns into
I see where this is coming from now. Okay. You got to understand that a man committing to you versus a man want to have sex with you are two different things.
I guarantee you
So-
right now, any man that approaches me, it does the conversation. So the conversation does come up. I want you to stop dancing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My question goes, well, can you actually afford to take care of me in the sense that I would have to stop
And,
dancing?
and that's fine. But what I'm here, you know what? I love that we're having this conversation. Let's get into this. You took offense to me saying it's repulsive
I
for
didn't
men.
take offense though, so you need that's what I'm asking.
You were-
I'm
you were asking me to
literally
change the
begging
verbiage.
You to,
You were
to just
change-
check the verbiage because I didn't take it
I'm not
offensive.
checking
I just
anything.
want
I'm
to
going
make
to
sure
tell
you
the
have a
truth.
platform.
Let me finish. Let me finish.
I can let you finish, but I just need you to speak in a real
I'm not
light.
changing my verbiage because that is fact. Men are repulsed by women that do OnlyFans, porn, or any type of work that is considered sex work. And I'm here to tell you, you don't like hearing it. But the reason why is because it's a safeguard from getting cuckolded. Now, I get where you're coming from. Well, I'm in this industry. I'm not necessarily promiscuous. I understand. Cool. You may not be promiscuous, but here's the thing: you gotta understand. Just like you get fast money, there's consequences to that, and the consequence of that is most men aren't going to take you serious at face value. Keyword at face value.
Right, at face value.
They're gonna.
100%,
They're gonna. They're
I
gonna.
understand,
So when because like I said, most women that are in the industry that you're in that are dancing on men, making that quick money, do other things to get that kind of
Absolutely,
money.
Yeah.
I understand
Okay.
that.
So
Perception.
you like the fast money, but you don't like that men don't respect you when they deal with you.
Men
And they-
respect me because I only deal with men who understand. Because
can you let me finish?
Yeah, sorry, I'm sorry.
So like they might respect you, but on a balance of probabilities, most men don't respect dancers from a commitment standpoint.
Mm-hmm.
They'll tell them the sweet nothings, they'll try to get laid, whatever it is.
Yep.
And that sucks for you because you might have a lower body count than a nurse that has or someone that has a more prestigious job. But because of your profession, people judge you and assume you're promiscuous. But here's the thing: whether you're overtly promiscuous or you're not, right? And you working in an industry that assumes that you could be promiscuous is
Perception.
almost as bad because perception
It kills it.
is reality. And here's the thing: he ain't gonna have a month or two to take you out on dates and figure out that you're not that kind of girl. He's gonna take you at face value. She's here dancing on this dude, shaking her ass, whatever. She's probably a hoe. And that's how we work in the world. If you see some weirdo coming up to you, and you're like, "What the fuck? Is this nigga crazy?" You ain't gonna give him a chance. You're gonna because humans are designed to make assumptions immediately. It's a safety precaution. Men operate the same way. Men understand that there's serious consequences to impregnating the wrong woman.
Absolutely.
So they have to take a safe bet and go for the girl. Unfortunately, so that might seem pure even though she's not.
Right.
Okay? You have the negative connotation of being a hoe even though you might not be one based on the industry that you're in. So, going back to what I'm saying, men are designed to be repulsed by women like you because they don't want to be cuckolded. You don't like the word, but it's the reality. You
No,
might
I've
not
never-
be promiscuous, but you work a job that assumes that you're promiscuous. Therefore, a lot of guys are going to try to change you when they deal with you or not date you altogether
Right.
or not respect you.
So let's circle back to when you guys said how you
Sure.
would become, if you guys turned into women again, if you guys were switching to women, how
Yeah.
would you become a millionaire? Because then as a woman, put yourself back in a woman's shoes, how do
Sure.
you balance that? If our only way is to be like you, if you were to turn me to tomorrow, because that's what you all are saying, that you would 100% take
Yeah.
my route
Yep.
tomorrow if you
Yep.
had to.
Yep.
What the fuck
I
would
would
you
do-
do with that
Remember,
information?
remember, we said in a year.
Yeah.
And we're done. So,
when you
but
first, but hold on, our first conversation that I said, because we had this conversation, I don't know if you remember.
Yeah.
What was my time frame when I said, because I haven't been dancing for a long time. What was my time frame?
a very short period of time.
What was the time? What if you don't remember specifically? I said a year. I said
year.
I've been doing it for 4 months. I said
Yeah.
1 year.
Yeah.
Now you guys are gonna, if we fast forward 9 months from now, in 1 year, you're still gonna have those same perception about a girl. And I think one of us brought that up earlier. It's like your reputation will precede you now.
Yeah, it's gonna follow.
So now-
just
well-
like you said, like the girl who got the
All right.
Chan rain on her in high school.
Here's the problem though, right? We're talking about 1 year and you're in the same city. What if you leave that state?
That's what I was
Now
gonna
you're a whole
say.
different person.
Social media takes away that.
Not
Social
really.
media
doesn't.
definitely does, because
Because
if you're
you
a stripper in Miami, you're a stripper anywhere.
No, that's not true. Because if you didn't tell me you're a stripper, I would never know. See, you're new here. I don't know who you are. You had to tell me you're a stripper. Get this, right? If I get the bag and I got my investments and I
Facts.
move somewhere else, you don't know who I am.
You want to hear the uncomfortable reality why
Yeah.
girls can't get out the life? They like the fast
and they
money.
stay. And they
the fast
stay.
money-
Me and Fresh have dated
Yeah.
a bunch of strippers and OnlyFans girls.
Yeah.
It's not that they don't make enough money to get out. It's that they love how fast the money
Or they
comes.
don't know
and
what
they
else
can't,
to
and
do.
they
Wait,
can't go
question.
back. Let me finish.
And they go burn the money.
And they burn the money, and then they're like, well, you know what? I can make this in a day dancing. They go back to dancing. And the thing is that they can't go back to a real job.
Yep.
If we're going to finish the strategy that I developed earlier, A year in, after I make my money, I'll take that money, put it into investments, and I'd go across the country, change my name, delete all my social media, and I'd be a new person. And no one would know where my wealth came from.
Facts.
I wouldn't have this negative reputation on me, and I'd be good. The thing is that a lot of women that dance, because we notice, because they tell her all the time, I'm gonna be in this for 6 months, I'm being in it for a year, I'm being in it for 2 years.
And then for 5 years,
the money's too
6
fast,
years.
man. You make $10,000. You make $1,000 a day, $10K a week. You can't go back to working a regular job after that. So the same industry, right, that they hate, that they want to leave and they want to get out and be a regular It traps them because the fast money is addictive, just like drug dealers, just like anybody else that gets fast money.
Yeah.
The negative is fast money comes with slow fucking problems, guys. And the thing is that you got to be able to deal with the consequences that come with fast money. So I know this as a guy. Again, I'm assuming I'm in your body with my logical mind. I know after a year, I got to get the fuck out.
Yeah.
So I get out, I put that money into investments. I'm able to live on, $5,000 a year. If I make $1 million, I know I could probably put that into investments and get myself a return of
real estate,
3 to 5 grand
crypto,
a year.
all that stuff.
Live in a low income state, and then bam, I'm out the game.
No, and listen, like
That's
I
how I
said,
would do it.
only a year because I already understand that. I don't want to listen. I'm not. I guess.
You have strong viewpoints. It's
good. Yeah, it's good. It's good. This is good. It's good radio.
No, because what you guys are saying is that, okay, a woman now if you choose the profession that you all said would make her, if that's how you're going to become a millionaire, now you have to uproot your whole entire life. And I don't agree with the notion that, okay, if you move to another country, all of a sudden you're going to be, move to another city or state, you're going to be all of a sudden a whole other person. That's false. You guys can push that narrative. It's false. If I move to LA, guarantee you I'm going to be known, because the world is very small. The industry is very small. The world is very small. So if I move to LA, 9 times out of 10, and maybe it's not going to be the first, so I might have to hurry up and get the guy real quick and have him marry me. He's going to fall in love with me. Eventually, he will find out I was a dancer in the past.
Nadia, I'll be honest. Nadia, you want to hear uncomfortable truth? You're not that fucking important. Nobody cares about you. If you move across the country, change your name, whatever, nobody's going to find out. Like, a lot of women tend to think like the world revolves around them. No. Like,
I don't think the world revolves around me. I'm saying that the world has become such a smaller place. I'm saying social media.
That's why I say you delete your social media and you change your name.
There's so many guys that don't have social media.
Fact.
Yo, you know how many of our people here don't have Instagram?
Many guys.
They would not even know who you are.
Okay.
Like, you're thinking that everyone knows
so.
you.
No, I'm not thinking that, but I'm just saying it's a possibility that it will follow you. And you have to realize that possibility. I think that you guys, the theme of this whole thing is that you kind of denounce everything that people say and you think what you say is facts. No, I think you guys need to have an open and listening ear and say, well, you could be right about that, but this is how I feel. You guys have not once agreed with anything anybody has said.
Because what you've been saying is incorrect. Like, if
it's not incorrect for me to assume that if I move across the state, there is a possibility. I'm not saying it's going to happen. It's a possibility that somebody's going to recognize me. You said, oh, that's just
it's a non-negligible small percentage. If you change your name, if you moved across the country, change your name, move to another city, left this lifestyle.
It's so shameful to be in sex work that you have to completely change your life, change your social circle, no longer be in the same type of clubs
if you want to keep your
places
anonymity and if you want to keep your purity, that's what you can do as an option.
Number one, I'm giving you facts. I'm telling you that if you're involved in sex work, your propensity to be able to lock down a high-value guy of some kind of real consequence in a relationship is going to diminish significantly. Okay. That's what I'm saying. Men are repulsed by women that are in sex work and or overtly promiscuous.
Also are a high-value man who just said he's dated multiple OnlyFans strippers.
I never referred to myself as a high-value man, but okay.
You don't consider yourself that?
Yeah, I don't want to be cocky, but I have dated multiple women that work in that industry.
I feel like you have the right to answer yes or no to these questions.
Yeah, are you a high-value man?
Are you a high-value man?
That'd be very cocky. Anyway.
Are you a high-value man or not? Yes or no?
Listen,
ladies.
Do you meet the criteria of a high-value man as per that Samuels man on YouTube?
You guys can assume what you like. The point I'm
Why
trying to
can't
make
you
is
answer it?
I think deflection is very telling.
Okay, well, you guys can assume.
So he's a wannabe high-value man?
There you go, wannabe. So
I don't know. I'm just asking. What about you? Are you a high-value man? Do you make over $100K a year?
I'm a broke boy.
Facts.
I work at Chick-fil-A.
Facts.
I thought that was your past life when you were married, and
we still do. It's Miami. Everybody here counts.